of Plymouth Plantation by William Bradford, 1590 to 1657. Bradford's History of the Pilgrims, written in a journal in the 1620s to 1650s. Originally, it was first published in 1856. Slideshow by Brooke, Bryan, Eva, and Ellie. Voice over by Bryan and
Ellie.
William Bradford was governor of Plymouth Plantation, the small community of pilgrims who arrived in the modern Massachusetts in 1619 to 1620, a decade before the Great Migration of Puritans from England to Boston, further north, in and around Boston. He served a combined 30 years, with breaks taken from the early 1620s until almost his time of death. During that time in autumn in 1621, the settlers held what would be known as the First Thanksgiving, a secular harvest first shared with Wampanoag tribe, with Native Americans, Voyager, Squanto, having helped colonists in the growing of corn.
Bradford eventually remarried and had more children after the arrival of additional ships. His governance was responsible for handling judicial matters that included land disputes as well as economic matters, with religious tolerance another marker of his administration. Bradford also became known for his meticulous journaling, as evidenced by his historical work of Plymouth Plantation, 1620 to 1647. The Plymouth settlement would ultimately disperse, becoming subsumed by other settlements as far as overshadowed by the Massachusetts Bay Colony. William Bradford died on May 9, 1657, in Plymouth, Massachusetts. The great appeal of Bradford's journal is his narrative tracing of a story familiar to centuries of American immigrants, particularly the arduous journey, the suffering on arrival, the eventual material success, followed by dismay at the dispersal of the immigrant community. Bradford's journal is also of interest for sketching a variant on the immigrant narrative, the prevailing cultural narrative of the dominant culture, which arrives already speaking English and does not intend to assimilate to the pre-existing culture of North America. Rather, the dominant culture transplants and defends its native culture, expecting later immigrants to assimilate to their dominant culture.
Starting in 1612, there was a European disease that had killed 90% of the Native Americans before the Pilgrims arrived. The harvest was the previous summer in order to be able to survive the long and cold winters. The text's main ideas have to do with the Mayflower Compact, Bradford's history of the Reformation, and how the Pilgrims harvested their food to be able to survive the cold during the winter. Hey Ellie, why didn't the Pilgrims want to make bread?
I don't know.
Because it was a crummy job.
That's so corny. Ha!
Alright, that's it for you folks, but this is our bibliography, and we hope you have a great day. See you soon.